Hey guys, how's it going? Bronami Code here, bringing you another part of Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 2. Yep, I'm keeping that in. Alright, so in all seriousness though, I kind of had to do a re-recording of this episode because for some weird reason my OBS didn't capture the gameplay footage for this episode, so unfortunately I'm going to have to redo the whole world that I just was going to show off, which is this one right here that I'm bouncing off of. So, without further delay, we're going to go ahead and start it by entering the Astro Sweep Gummy Ship minigame. Now, coming into the into this, you can already see that we have a Gummy Ship editor. As of right now, we really don't have any blueprints to make a customized Gummy Ship, but we will later on. Now, I will say this right now, I'm not going to go into full depths of the Gummy editor because what I like to do is just play through these things with the default gummies that they give you. So I do apologize if you were looking for a more in-depth analysis of the Gummy Ship. Alright, Chip and Dale, thank you for saluting us off, and here we go! Alright, so the gummy missions this time around are actually a bit better than the,
Bring it on!
Are a bit better than they were in the first game. In the first game, you just slowly coasted to the, coasted to the next world without, any real threat stopping you. Well, in this one, this is more of an on-rails type shooter, minigame. Again, I don't think I'm saying the right word correctly, but that's all I can think about is it's a minigame that we basically play through just to get to the next world. Do I find them a bit stupid? Yes, but honestly, I would be lying if I said I didn't find some of these fun. Now, for this particular section, in case you guys are wondering, now I'm not saying these are all the same. It's just, I'm not saying these are all different. They're all basically the same, just with some spruced up visuals here and there. The Gummy Ship missions range from basically us either fighting a bunch of nobody/heartless ship to get to the next world, or fighting like a mini boss to get to the next world. And the little rank you see on the top left corner of my screen is basically a rank indicator. Every time you gather all... my brain couldn't talk. When you gather all the when you gather points for a in these sections, you basically get a rank. Depending on your rank, you can get certain rewards for your Gummy Ship, or for at least customization. Like I said, I'm not going to go into too much depths of the of what the customizations are. But yeah, if you want to go ahead and get yourself a better score, you know, learn how to get a good Gummy Ship going. There are guides and other videos that will show you this. Like the last time when I first recorded this, I got to like a rank 19. And I don't think I'm gonna be getting anything good this time, so yeah, see, I'm getting hit too many times. And we've locked on missions 1 and 2. And we got ourselves 2 blueprints. And I'm rank 15. Wow, 4 levels just lower. Nice. Alright, so just like last time, if you were to literally, as you saw when we just beat this mission, we can basically go through this again and collect all the treasures from levels 1 to level 2. This does, if I'm not mistaken, if I can find Jim, okay, it doesn't show it just yet, but if I'm not mistaken, Jiminy at some point will document it, what you did through each of these, gummy ship missions. But, like I said prior, I'm not going to go for everything in this game, so, once again, I do apologize about that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the Land of the Dragons. Basically, Mulan's world, which, thank God they added this in this game.
See that, Mulan? It's Shan Yu, leader of the Hun army. Come on, girl. This is your big chance. I can see it now. Fa Mulan whoops public enemy #1. You're gonna be famous. I'm talking A-list.
Mushu, I'm not sure. I haven't even joined the army yet. I have to take my father's place to preserve the Fa family honor. I just hope I don't get discovered.
Whatever. You're just scared. Admit it.
Aren't you?
Huh?
Yes. Let's get the jump on him.
Gorge, maybe we better look before we leap.
Ah!
Is that MUSHU?
That's right. I know you heard of me. I'm little, lethal, and legendary. Now y'all scram before I get my dragon dander up.
Hey, Mushu. We missed you.
Yeah, well, you better hope I miss you, or else you're Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Do you know them?
Know them? Man, we used to kick all kinds of bad guy butt together. Yeah, you know I help these guys out of a lot of tight spots, because I'm a mighty dragon, right?
Something like that. And you are?
I'm Mulan. No, I mean,
Ping!
Mulan Ping.
just Ping. I am Ping, son of Fazu.
You know Mushu?
Mushu's one of my family's guardians.
We didn't know we were borrowing somebody as important as a family guardian.
Yeah, that's right. And that puts you three up to your eyeballs in debt to Ping here. Well, guess what, kiddies? It's payback time.
Mushu.
Ah, they don't mind. Ain't that right?
Sounds fair.
See, Ping here was just on his way to join the Imperial Army. We gotta go find the other recruits over at the training camp.
Would you join us? It'll be easier to fit in if I'm with guys like you.
What do you mean, fit in?
Well, don't worry about that.
You're pretending to be a boy, aren't you?
Still love the fact that Goofy is has more common sense than most people.
You didn't notice?
Not me.
I think it's working.
I don't know. Those two would fall for anything.
I'm right here.
No, but seriously though, I love how Goofy has the most logic out of the other two. Like, I understand Sora is just a kid still and Donald has a temper, but like, it does baffle me how Goofy is the most down-to-earth and most logical person out of anyone. Anyways, speaking of Donald and Goofy, now that we have a new party member with us, from here on out, I'm just gonna swap between these two to give them both some screen time, because I do want to show off our new party members' abilities and whatnot. As for quote-unquote Mulan/Ping, because they already say it in the cutscene, but before we do that, let me go ahead and just equip the experience boost. I will go into that, what that does here in a moment. Ping, or Mulan in this case, sorry, Mulan/Ping in this case, they don't really start off with any good abilities. All they have is draw and item boost. Now, don't worry, they will get better as the story goes on, especially in this world, but yeah, I just know that Ping, or, sorry, Mulan in this case, will be your tank through the good bit of this, world. Also, a new addition to Kingdom Hearts 2 is now we are able to summon our party members off rip. Honestly, that is the best thing they could ever do. I actually like that. Also, unlike Kingdom Hearts 1, which is another reason why I didn't want to do it, we don't have to go after Trinity limits. Thank God! Oh, that was always so annoying, because, like, I will admit, as much as the Trinity limits did give more of a reason to explore worlds, it didn't really give a lot of the other party members, time to shine, because, like, you'd always have to just, bench them just so that way you can clear out the, world of Trinity limits at a time. I mean, I know you didn't have to do it off rip and you could just revisit, but sometimes it's like, when you're playing a game, you don't want to just go back to a world that you despise. Sometimes you just want to get through it and just be done with it. Coming over here real quick, I'm going to go ahead and buy... Not much we can really give. I'm going to go ahead and buy a bandana for Goofy, and... let's go ahead and equip it to him. I know we should probably start getting more stuff with them, but honestly, I don't really want to start... using up too much of my money right now, because we only got so much of it.
Remember, girl, and leg.
God, Ping, you're so awkward. God, not Ping, Mulan. God, Mulan, you're so awkward.
Hey, no cutting.
Get out!
Back off.
A space in line.
I wonder what they're serving for lunch today.
Knuckle sandwiches.
That does it.
Please.
Please?
What a girl.
Knock it off.
Knock what off?
You punched me.
Put it in yard.
What a shrimp!
Who you calling a shrimp, Panda Lips? I'm a bona fide guardian dragon.
Let's just get back in line, okay?
Whose side are you on? I just got slugged.
Want some more?
Soldiers, get back in line.
The captain.
What are they?
Heartless. Oh, yeah? Ping, I hope you're ready.
Alright, so...
Yeah.
as the game just stated that, we have ourselves a morality meter. Now, this meter, I wouldn't really worry too much about it. It's not the, I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't, like, not keep an eye on it, but at the same time, it's one of those, make sure you're at least, but during, like, the beginning parts of this, you don't really have to worry about it, if that's the right word I'm thinking about. But there is one mission that we're going to be getting here shortly that does kind of get me to sweat, because I can never seem to remember most of the patterns of the, where the Heartless spawn. Right, now we're actually going to be able to start doing things we need to. Before we actually start, I want to double check something, make sure I'm not missing any like chests, because the one thing I will say about this, even though I do love Kingdom Hearts 2, and I have back when I was younger, I used to play this all the damn time. I don't recall a lot of where all the the chests and secrets are, because well, Kingdom Hearts 2 is a pretty big game. Actually, if I had to be up front, I think it's about the same level as Kingdom Hearts 1. But that being said, we're gonna go ahead and start with the mission I was talking about that I kind of sweat at because I want to knock it out of the way first. So this mission basically is we have to find all the hidden Heartless, but the problem is even though the first one was easy to find, the others, because they're Shadow Heartless, are hard to spot. Now I will say this, they all do have a oh, Donald found it, thank God. They do all have a set spawn, which I was able to spot that one, thank God. But it's still pretty nerve-wracking because, like I said, we start off with shadows, which aren't a big threat, but because we have a morale meter that will go down if we don't hurry up and take them down, they like to snuggle up into the ground and like that right there. They basically make it so that way you can't hit them off rip. But then now we got these Heartless, which are easier to take care of because they don't just disappear into the ground like the shadows did.
Donald!
We gotta be careful because our morale is running real low. And thank God. Yeah, that mission, no matter what level I'm at, always makes me sweat. Got ourselves an AP boost, talk to the guy again. Now we're gonna go ahead and start them in order with surprise attack and then the ambush. Like I said, the morale meter isn't that bad, but like I said, that one mission though, it does make me sweat. Unlike this one right here where the Heartless are more in close range with each other and we can basically deal with them a lot more easily to gather these orbs, so that way our morale doesn't go down, we get a game over. Because yes, if this thing goes down, as the game states, we will get a game over. And when I was younger, oh boy, this thing used to go down a lot, especially during the, I think it was the Search and Destroy, but I don't know. And I grew to level 10, nice. Got one more mission, the ambush. Oh, it's the search. Okay, yeah, the search mission always just made me sweat, even as a kid, because I remember one time I was searching for the first. It was the first Heartless of all things, and I had one hell of a time looking for it because I didn't know where the hell it spawned. But enough about me not knowing how to play a game. Going back to the experience boost, like I said. Now the experience boost is a bit of a is pretty good because if you kept your health like as you saw me do right there, you get a boost to your experience. So if you have if your HP is 50% or lower, you basically now gain double experience points. And combine that with the Gullwing Keyblade that we can get later on in the game, and I think it's boosted. I think they stack, which boosts up to 200%. I could be wrong on that one. So I love the way Donald speaks up like that, because for those who don't know, back in the old days of cartoons, actually I don't even know what was the old days. I can't remember when this they showed this, but Donald Duck left his three nephews, Huey, Dewey, and Louie, with his Uncle Scrooge. Now, for those who don't know, Donald Duck went off to go fight in the Navy during World War II. I did not know that until years later. So him speaking up like that actually makes a lot of sense. Nope. Oh, Mulan, I can't wait for you to start getting your better abilities soon. Yeah, I'm not joking. Once Mulan stops being, quote-unquote, king, she ends up getting a crap ton of better skills, for herself, which, honestly, I can't wait to get, because her just being a tank right now just does not suit her. Oh. More experience. By the way, I do recommend that you guys at least fight as many Heartless as you can, because during the early game, especially during critical mode, these guys hit hard. So getting as much experience as you can will definitely benefit in anyone playing through this. Hell, even on the easier modes, I'd still recommend getting as much experience as you can, because I don't know what drugs Final Mix took, but I swear to God, these Heartless are just ruthless. It's not like vanilla Kingdom Hearts 2. Alright, now as you see here, we got ourselves another morale mission, but don't worry about this one. These are pretty this one's pretty easy, honestly. You got enough Heartless here to deal with, so don't worry about getting your morale too low. Now we're gonna go ahead and climb up these rocks. Oh god, nice voice crack there, Tyler. Dang. That's what I mean. These Heartless, hoo boy, they hit harder than they should. Mithril shard. Ignore that area. Come over this way. I don't know why I'm giving the play-by-play here. You guys clearly see what the hell I'm doing. Hell yes, double experience always does well, but I'm not taking the risks and the fact that, especially during this early in the game, I'm not getting one shot by those damn whatever these Heartless are called. The I can't think of the names. As I say that, I still get my ass. Oh fuck.
Free! Yeah! Free! Free!
Ah, magic. You are my best friend in this game. Honestly, it may not seem like we got a lot of good magic spells right now, but over time, Jesus Christ, Sora becomes like a goddamn roided out wizard. Which I'm over-exaggerating. Donald is still the better mage, especially for those who've seen Kingdom Hearts 3. But still, I'd be amiss to say that Sora is a slouch in the magic department. You know, in hindsight, I'm kind of glad that eventually the captain does find out that Mulan is, or that Ping is Mulan, pretending to be a boy. Because the real question would have been like, even if her plan succeeded, what would she have? What would she have done if, like, say, like they needed to recruit them again for an army, and they ended up trying to find Ping, only for them to find Mulan, or let me rephrase that, trying to find Ping, but only just to hear the Fa family say that we don't know no one by the name of Ping. Like, that would have been like, oh shit, like an oh shit moment right there. Alright, can't go that way. I don't know why I'm looking. I don't know why I'm looking for treasure. There really is no treasure chest in this area. The only thing that are here are these well, puzzle pieces. But unfortunately, we can't grab a good majority of these just yet. Heal up. All right, guys. Sorry for the random cut there. I wanted to make sure I was still recording because, like I said last time, I had to re-record the. I'm re-recording this right now because of what happened to my game footage last time. But yeah, to make a long story short, what ended up happening was that I was in the middle of recording, and then all of a sudden, when I went to go stop it, it showed that I had my audio and the gameplay audio, or my voice and the gameplay audio, but the gameplay footage was nowhere to be found. I was able to load up things just fine, but then once I started recording, boom, like, just completely disappeared all of a sudden. Yep, and there's our plot convenience. We go to a shady cave, basically something cuts us off, and then boom. Also, weren't you just leaving a second ago? What, did you roll like a nat 20 on your escape, so you decided to turn around and laugh again? But yeah, now that Donald and Goofy are out of our party, we have to deal with a bunch of Heartless. So my main strategy for this game is, like, well, besides just button mashing, which is what I'm about to do here. Okay, sorry for going quiet there. For some reason, my brain just had a small, like, mislapse for some weird reason. That's what happens when you have ADHD. Long story short is, during the beginning, you want to kind of, like, use fire spells on the Shadow Heartless. That way they don't Because you want to mainly use fire magic on the Shadow Heartless. I wish my brain would quit cutting off sentences. And you basically want to let Ping take the majority of the brunt. I know that sounds dumb, I know that sounds bad, but like I said earlier, Ping in the beginning will mostly be your tank. So don't worry about him dying or getting hurt because he has the most HP out of all of us. Honestly, I kind of wish he would, the Heartless would go after him, but... Wow. And that would have been good to keep my HP like that, so that way I got more experience, but again, I have to reiterate, that would have seriously got me killed. I wouldn't recommend trying to gain a lot of experience this early on. God damn, that's not the words I'm looking for. I'm messing up my sentences over and over again. But well, at least I can ramble about nothing for about close to an hour. That also reminds me of another time when Let's Plays were still relatively new to YouTube. There was a YouTuber known by the name of Boffy Rocks. He talked about one of his friends who could commentate for like an hour about nothing, and it was just like, damn. And at the time when I was a kid... Oh, wait, why is Goofy in my party? Oh shit, I forgot to switch a mountain. Oh no, the village got burned down.
Captain!
Don't overdo it, Captain.
It's just a scratch.
Captain, the enemy. Where did they go?
They went toward the summit.
We'll stop them.
It kinda is our fault.
Right.
You mean my fault?
Shan Yu and the Heartless did this, not us. Captain, if you track down the villagers, we'll handle this. Let's go.
Alright. Alright, Goofy. Sorry to do this to you, bud, but like I said, this is Donald's screen time. You'll get the next episode, bud. No, whoops. Now, yeah, all we got left to do now is look for Shan Yu. Let's see, we got chests over here. Also, I love how even during back in the PS2, you could see the China Empire or China Kingdom over that way, plus the village. That always did amaze me as a kid. Honestly, the PS2 was revolutionary for its time. There was a lot of games on it that really worked that, well, fortunately nowadays, most game developers don't catch that anymore. Also, yeah, I forgot to mention that if you want to get that piece, you can just use one of these wind gusts to just basically ride up to it. Now don't think you can like take one of the wind gusts and go down to the prior area. They're only locked to this specific area right here, so yeah, unfortunately, no easy puzzle pieces for us.
No!
Attack!
Alright, so for whatever reason, our party members are no longer available. But don't worry about it. Honestly, this fight right here, even though we are timed, isn't really nothing to sweat about. We're mainly just, we're not mainly. This is just mainly an endurance test to see how long we can last with a minute, so don't worry about, like, trying to kill all the Heartless or what. Just focus on trying to survive. Honestly, there's not much really more to say about that. This is just basically a, see how long you can survive and see how many Heartless you can kill all at the same time.
Back off!
12 now, nice. Shoot.
It's over!
And there we go. 69, nice.
Stand back.
We'll handle this.
Sorry. Oh, Flint, Flint, I need some.
Wait a second.
So sorry to interrupt another cutscene again, but I do want to point out that in hindsight, Mulan actually had a smart idea when doing this, because if you think about it, a normal human would not be able to survive
Yes.
an avalanche with that much snow poured on top of them.
Look out!
The way that snow would crush somebody immediately.
Run for it.
Like, consider the fact that how far would be and how much you would hit yourself down below the mountain. Yeah, Ping actually had the right idea.
Thanks, Ping.
I don't want to keep calling her. I don't want to keep calling her Ping, but it's Mulan. God damn.
I should never have doubted you. From now on, you have my trust.
Thank you, Captain.
Man, first she uses me as a lighter, then she turns me into a cannonball. The head ancestor's gonna hear about this. You know, that's it. I give up. I can't take this no more. Come on, Mulan. Let's quit this charade and go home, girl.
MUSHU.
What?
Mulan? A woman? It can't be.
Ping! Captain!
Oh boy, you're okay.
You all knew, didn't you? You knew Ping was really a woman in disguise.
Bull.
I can't believe you lied to me. The punishment for high treason and dishonoring the army is death. Get out of my sight. Now. You're all dismissed.
But, Captain...
My debt is repaid.
You know, sorry, once again, apologies for interrupting this cutscene, but
Move out!
in all seriousness, the captain was being very lenient with them when he said that their debt to him was paid. Or his debt to them was paid, because he could have easily killed all four of them.
I blew it.
Because back then, yeah, it was true that the price of dishonoring the army was considered death.
Thank you, everyone. Sorry I got you in trouble.
It's no big deal. So, Ping... Mulan... What are you gonna do now?
Go back home.
You know your daddy's gonna be steamed as a chicken dumpling.
Relax. We'll take our share of the blame.
Thanks. You're all wonderful friends.
Alright, yeah. Once again, now that like I said prior, once Mulan later on becomes Mulan again, she has brand new abilities. As usual, like I said prior, she has the draw and item boost, but she also has auto limit, hyper healing, fire boost. Ooh, sorry. Had a hiccup in my throat that I had to get rid of. Dragon Blaze, Fire Tongue, and Mushu Fire. Honestly, now that she's actually back to being herself, her abilities are a lot better. Unfortunately, though, I will say this: we won't see anything with fire boost or hyper healing because of a few reasons. One, we don't really spend enough time with these guys to get all their abilities unlocked. And three, like I said, even if you were to get fire boost unlocked, which would help her with all her abilities right here, like I said, there's no point into really doing that, because every time we get with a new party member, we're only at their world for a limited amount of time, and even then, it's like, it's not really, worth it. So, like I said, do with that information as you will.
Shan Yu.
He's alive.
He's heading for the Imperial City. We've got to warn Shang.
Well, we got ourselves a new objective. Get to the captain and hope to God he listens to reason. Also, for those who were from earlier, we now have the new ability called Limit. Basically, to make a long story short, a limit is basically a desperation move, which obviously for those who played Final Fantasy or has actually played Kingdom Hearts 2, or actually even 358 Days in this case, basically it's basically a limit break. I don't know how else to describe it. I describe things poorly, don't you guys know? But yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 finally got these things, as I said earlier, called limits, but don't really focus on the limit menu because during the game you will get these abilities called auto limits. Now, I wouldn't recommend that you guys go ahead and whoops, wrong thing. I wouldn't recommend you guys equip yourself with a bunch of auto limits, but I will say this: if there is a particular limit that you guys want to use, it would be beneficial for you to equip it. Also, slide dash. I am so glad I unlocked you. I completely forgot. Funnily enough, I forgot to equip slide dash in my last recording of this. So to have it now, just oh my god, it feels so good. Hell, slide dash in the original game was like an auto counter in a way, because you could slide into an enemy and block their attacks. Oh god, I feel a sneeze. Ew! God, oh, excuse me. Jesus. Ugh. Alright. Whew. Alright, so just a heads up, for those who aren't feeling confident about the fight that's about to come up, I would recommend going back to where we started off this journey to go save if you want to, but honestly, even if you do die, you just start off before the events of the boss anyways, so we kind of, even in the hardest difficulty, they still give us checkpoints throughout the game.
Shang! Shan Yu is alive. He's headed this way.
And why should I believe you this time?
But she's telling you the truth.
Jesus.
Guard the palace! Do not let the enemy get anywhere near the Emperor! That's an order!
Captain, we'll secure the courtyard, and you can save the Emperor.
That's an order.
Beep, beep, beep. Alright. Now we got ourselves another mandatory fight. God dang, come on.
Yeah.
I did not get my butt kicked this much in my last playthrough of it, or my last recording of this. Actually, last time I did that, when I was recording this originally, I was able to actually use one of their reaction commands, but doesn't look like I can do it this time. And honestly, that was a needless point. That was a pointless cutscene.
Now you'll bow to me.
It ends now.
Right now.
Alright, so now we got our boss fight against Shan Yu. God, I almost said Shane Yu. Wait. But, now if you guys thought, you guys were done with, bars, well, guess what? Unfortunately, that's not the case here. Yep. Just like with the morale, meter and the, meter from Hollow Bastion, we now have another gate meter that we need to protect, so that way, or otherwise, should I say, we get a game over. Make sure that you are literally, keeping an eye on that and killing the Heartless on top of it. Also, for some weird reason, the, Shan Yu's bird is an enemy. Now, I will admit, the bird can be a bit annoying, but I've never personally had a problem with it. Yeah, it gives you, orbs, but it also hurts you when you...
Let's do this together.
Well, like I said, it also hurts you when you beat it, so honestly, I really wouldn't even worry about the bird.
This is it.
For China.
Also, real quickly, I wanted to show off Mulan's limit break. Because, oh my god, that's a pretty cool limit break. Honestly, there are ones better than this, but honestly, Mulan's to me looks pretty cool because it involves Mushu, literally my favorite character. And yeah, there's Shan Yu. Now, I will admit, I did kind of make this look a lot easier. That's because, honestly, I will admit that there was some luck involved, but if you're not careful with Shan Yu or paying attention to the Heartless attacking the gate, you can easily get a game over in this part. So just keep in mind about his attacks and all the Heartless around you.
Now that's what I call burning some honey bun. Oh yeah, Mulan's the best. Mulan's the best. Now wait a minute, I'm the best. Mushu's the best. Mushu's the best.
I've heard a great deal about you, Fa Mulan. You stole your father's armor, ran away from home, impersonated an Imperial soldier. You deceived your commanding officer, shamed the entire Chinese army, and dishonored your family name.
We get the picture.
You're a young woman, and in the end, you have saved us all.
Yeah! Yeah!
Your Excellency.
Captain Lee. Take this, so the world will know what it is you have done for China.
Thank you.
Mulan,
Yes?
Sora,
Sir!
Donald, Goofy.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Is that all there is to say, Captain? If you wish to win the heart of Fa Mulan, China's bravest woman, you'll have to be a bit more eloquent than that.
Can I get an autograph?
Thanks for everything, Sora.
Now they gotta let me go back to being a guardian. They gotta!
But Mushu, I thought you already were a family guardian.
What? Oh, no, don't even worry about that. That's just real technical, just for us guardians.
You tricked us!
No. See, I just, you know, I just didn't want to bog y'all down with all the guardianese. See, it's very complex, a lot of fine print. You wouldn't understand.
Huh?
Guess it's about time to be moving on.
You shall be missed.
Is it okay if we come back to visit?
Of course.
We will look forward to your return.
You two play nice.
Whoa, watch it, soldier.
Goodbye, Sora, Donald, Goofy.
Yeah.
Alright, now after all that, we finally got ourselves another Keyblade to use. Now, I will say this right now, don't get too excited about the Keyblade we just got. It's not bad, but I wouldn't say it's worth using in like even a casual playthrough. But yeah, no, with that being said, I think we're about ready to wrap it up here. Next time, we're going to be going ahead and heading through Stardust Sweep and then to our next world. So yeah, without further ado, I hope you guys are enjoying. Leave a like if you are, and I will catch you guys next time. See y'all later.